right, March Madness time. It's the odds couple shooting another round of picks for you. Today we're gonna go through the brackets where we were from the start of the brackets. But we got a sponsor today. Today's sponsor is representative of the Worldwide Boats and Hose. So Boats and Hose is representing today's odds couple pick'em challenge. So Christina's in Vegas. I have to be in Dallas right now. Forgive my background, but that's where we're at. What's going on, Christina?
Well, my bracket is still alive. The team I picked to win was Duke, so they're still in it, and they're still alive. I've got 3 of the 4 in the Final Four. I think you have the same. I did get one side correct. I had Duke and Houston. And obviously I think Duke will go on to the championship game. And then also I had Michigan State and Florida. It is obviously all number 1. So it was Auburn. That was a good game though, by the way. Auburn and Florida. And I'm not sure who I think will win on that game. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, I got to spend a couple weeks ago. We always do the first 2 rounds in Vegas. Christine and I got to hang for the evening and do a little basketball watching and betting, so it was always good times. But for my bracket, same thing. I got 3 of 4. I can't always take the favorites to the end, the 1 seeds, and have them win it. That's just not my style. So I had Tennessee, which obviously my style blew up in my face. So Duke, Florida, Auburn. I've got Florida making it through by Auburn. I mean, for betting purposes, we're rolling with the top teams I think in the country, which is Duke and Florida. I do think that's got. I mean, again, like you and I were talking before we started the show. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with anybody you pick right now with the Final Four that's there. I mean, this thing is a coin flip for all 4 teams right now.
I think the 4 teams that were in, most people had as their champion in the bracket. Ones that killed a lot of people was St. John's, at least going further.
Thanks for that.
I had them in my, I think it was the Elite 8, at least making it to the Elite 8. So I was like, well, there goes that. I had 6 of the 8 in the Elite 8. But you know, and then I was hoping, because it came to that down to that last game, Michigan and Auburn. I was like, it's right there, and then they didn't do it. I was like, I guess I'll get 3 of the 4.
Yeah, my second bracket was a disaster. Even though I have Duke winning it all, so I've got the championship team still alive, but the rest of it's dead. Like I had St. John's, Louisville, who got smoked in the first round, the Johnnies, who got beat in the second or third round, and like. Yeah.
This bracket, you had Tennessee in at the beginning. Yeah. So, I mean, any of those teams, you know, I think Kentucky did blow a lot of people too, but I learned my lesson last year. I was like, I think I had them only get to Sweet 16, and then not, because they played Tennessee, right? I did not have them beating Tennessee. So I actually had that correct, because I was like, I think this is where Kentucky stops. I'm not going to run, because I did last year. I picked Kentucky as winning the whole thing, and first game.
I remember that last year.
I was like, well, it's my bracket's dead.
Already dead. My bracket's busted on day 1.
So this one, I made it a little further, and it's still kind of alive, because Duke is who I picked. You know, who's it? Cooper Flagg. He's been playing excellent. But Houston's defense is pretty tough, so that should.
It's going to be really interesting, because it's strength against strength, right? And on the opposite side, right? Houston's just got this crazy good defense. I mean, because everybody's like, what's wrong with whoever plays Houston? Every time they play, I'm like, nothing's wrong with them. It's Houston's defense is so freaking good. The over-unders on those games are always like 120 to 135, right?
And
but you get a Duke and a Florida, and it's like 175.
Right. And all the teams that are playing, there's a lot of bigs in there. Like big dudes. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, they're grown men. They're grown men at 20.
I mean, like, how many 7-footers are there?
Yeah, I think, because Florida's, like I said, Florida's top team, and they're, the problem with them is they start off a little slow usually in most of the games, and then they got to play catch up in the second half. That's kind of been one of them. They've covered all of, I don't know, probably 85+% of their spreads here recently. Like, they're killing it on the cover. Tip I've been doing.
What is the spread on the Duke and Houston game? Do you know offhand?
Yeah, let me double check real quick. I think it's like 3.5, 4.5, something like that. Duke. And I should know since I've been on it, but I figure I'll catch that up in the morning. Let's see my bets on my lovely DraftKings app. I got Duke at -5.5 and Florida's -2.5. At least when I put my bets in. Let's see what the live bets are real quick.
Yeah, Duke's -5 on stations.
Cool. Okay. That's pretty close.
And they've got Florida -2.5.
Yeah.
If I were to bet points, I would probably do Florida -2.5. And you know what? I'll take Duke -5. I think they win by 6 to 8.
I do too. I still personally believe Duke's the team to beat, period, into the sentence. I don't really care until Houston proves otherwise, because Houston does really great every year, but they never get as far as what a lot of people believe they should. So
Puppy.
Does it got puppy breath? Does it have puppy breath too?
Puppy, yes, she does. Who do you think's going to win? Duke?
Yep. All they want to do is play. Just like the basketball players. All they want to do is play.
So, she's a Chewini. She's long.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Guess so.
Her bottom part, like, the Slinky dog from Toy Story? How it goes, that's her body. Like, when she runs, it's like, her backside catches up with her front side.
Oh, man. Yeah, the only other thing I would do is I'd lean Florida Auburn over 159.5. I never know what to do with Houston because they're just such a good defense. But that's the thing. Duke brings both good defense and
look at my biggest point totals, 130.
Yeah, exactly.
And 160.
Yeah, that's usually what you see. My issue is Houston's offense is not great. Like, really not, but they don't have to be because they got a great defense. But I think Duke has a better offense than Houston's defense is used to, right?
Duke is pretty good all around. They were the number 1 team in the country. Yes, these are all number 1 in each one of their brackets, but Duke was the favorite, I believe, going in the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's Duke's to lose, but again, we all know that's why they play the game, boys and girls, right? Because anybody can have an off night.
Like the NBA playoffs, where you get a 7-game series. That would be different if you have a 7-game series. I think Duke would, hands down, they could probably outlast anybody, but that would take way too long for this
Yeah, and you watch that tournament, and you'll watch teams that are just not, they don't play good. Like, one game, they just don't play good. And St. John's was that way. What did St. John's shoot? Like, 0 for a million in the first half, right? St. John's was horrid in their field goal percentage that game. It was ridiculous.
There's just too many teams to have a 7-game playoff.
Yeah. For sure.
NBA is getting really good, so we should start talking about that next one.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, with the exceptions of a handful of games, like I think there was a double overtime with Minnesota and Denver that went to like 140 double overtime and Minnesota win. And Jokic scored like 61 points in that game. And Steph Curry scored 52. And yesterday's game, the Lakers, but that was actually kind of a low scoring game. Lakers lost by, I believe, 5 points. And it went right down to the very end of the game with LeBron with 33 points and Steph with 37 points, very equal. It was just a good game.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's usually when I like to start turning it on, when they actually start to play. Like, that's like really like it counts.
Right. That's what it came down to, turnovers and block shots and all this other stuff. I think they get too free happy sometimes with some of them. That's, because everybody wants to be like Steph at the moment. But I still appreciate the big bully ball that they have. Because sometimes you got to go low and inside, and when you're tired, your shots don't fall, and whoever is bigger and stronger can get to the basket. Their defense, and that's what the 7-game series does.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like about college basketball too, right? Is it's a little more fun to me, right? It's less about all-star, which, like, don't get me wrong, the NBA players are just freaks of nature. Like, they can throw some crazy stuff up and it goes in, and it's expected to go in. But I do like the fundamentals of college, where it's like, okay, the three's not working, we got to get it back to the inside, and they'll actually do it, right? The pros will be like, no, damn it, we're just going to keep shooting threes till we make them.
Yelling at the TV, stop shooting damn three.
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta take a higher percentage shot.
Speaking of which, I already had to ask Christina a favor. We got like a golfer that hit from the
did you mail that
the other day. I have not. It's sitting on my couch at the house, so we got that. We're going to collect on that ticket. That was a nice $10 to win $400, and then we got, don't know if you know, but while I'm holding that ticket too, is I got $100 on Duke to win it to pay like $250. So we over here are rooting for Duke all the way. So.
Well, I'm rooting for Duke. I'm not going to make any money off of it, but we're rooting for Duke.
That's our bet as we were flying out.
I picked them to win, because as a UNLV fan of UNLV basketball growing up here, we don't ever root for Duke. And if you were around in the 80s and early 90s, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I love the Running Rebels world, that's for sure. I do like that. They kind of disappeared for a while, but maybe they're getting back in it.
Oh, no, they're not. They were killed. They got the death penalty to their basketball program, basically, and never truly have recovered.
Never recovered. Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, this is the time of year I kind of find interesting, just because you got the March Madness, you got NBA playoffs coming, you've got NHL playoffs coming, and you got baseball kicking off. So, I mean, whether you like any or all of those, it's still an interesting time of year with a lot of sports on, even though college basketball's closing down. Now it's on to NBA for those that like that, NHL for the others, and PGA and
coming up too.
Yeah. That's true.
This is not a very good quarterback class. I think it's going to be more receiver and lineman. From what I've been reading, I'll have to double check. Maybe a few defensive guys in there, but there's not a lot of like stellar quarterbacks in there. I think
Shador's going to go up there. I think Travis Hunter was something quarterback.
Cam, what's his name?
Ward.
Cam Ward from Miami.
Miami.
He'll go up there because he's a little older, more seasoned quarterback. So he'll be like Penix, who should be ready. And if he gets to sit behind someone decent, hopefully he won't go to someone like the Jets or the Giants.
It'll be interesting. Giants are up there. Well, what was I hearing the Raiders were going to do or didn't do? Why did I think
they extended Geno Smith already to 2 years.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
So I don't know what they're going to do. I do like that we hired a decent coach. Although he's not my favorite coach, but he's better than...
got the backing. You got the backing of the golden boy.
Who's the golden boy? Oh, Brady.
Tommy.
Well, maybe he'll figure it out. So,
yeah, he's cleaning house, that's for sure. All right, well, we are going to figure out when we're going to come back and do our next episode, but I think we'll do that in the next, because you've got the final, so you got Final Four tomorrow, and then you got Monday, I think, is the final. So we'll start hitting NBA and maybe some baseball / NHL kind of dabbled in there as well.
Yep. Sounds like a plan to me.
Especially the playoffs, because then we can do the Hey, it's a 7-game series instead of the games were last night.
and then we can kind of strategically go like every other game or something because they're off in between, so everybody gets the same time off. So.
Yep.
All right.
I like it. All right, my friend. All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Peace out. All right, it's gonna end anyway, so. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute, or I'll talk to you later.
I'll give Caitlin a call tomorrow. I didn't get a message back from her, which is fine. I don't pressure people, but I'll give her a call tomorrow. What's the personality? Anything I need to know about? Like, what's a favorable?
She is
all business, lighthearted.
She's very kind of straightforward. She's a cheer mom too. She's not like a guy girl like I am, but she's not like a girly girl either. Okay. So I'll just put that out there.
Okay, cool. I'll just handle her like it's all business, and then if we build a relationship and we joke and all that later, we'll do that.
She didn't like the realtor they had, because they had met me after they already found a realtor out in, what you call it? In Arizona and Chandler. They said she was older and she just was kind of like, I'm a realtor and I sell $10 million worth of properties every year, so I'm the best thing since sliced bread. They just didn't like that kind of attitude.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, we're done.
They just mesh with me. I mean, like they're nice ladies. They're not like snooty, but they're not finely refined either. They're a little rough.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You know, 7'4", and I've been told I'm pretty good at like just rapport, right? Like people just seem to like me, right? So it must just be something in my congeniality, or I don't even know what the hell word I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'll give her a call in the morning too, because so the salon she opened, I just did some more research on it. It's for men, actually, facials and hair stuff for men.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's like a men's salon.
Well, that's cool, because my business partner, buddy, he's that's his jam. So.
Oh, then they'll hit it right off, because he'll be like, oh, I'll give you business.
I mean, look at this face. That's not so much my jam. You don't get this magic potion by doing that. So, but
it's called what did she call it? Let me. It was. Hold on, I just saw it. Cherie. It is.
Yeah, my buddy does good at the snoozer side. Like he's really
the man about the town, and it's in Scottsdale that she just opened.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the address of that lady's house? No,
I didn't.
No. Okay.
I can get that for you if you want.
No worries. No sweat.
Why am I getting a spam call at 9:00 at night?
Trust me, I travel so much, my phone goes off all kinds of different times.
All right. I'll get edited up tonight. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.